one of the issues I had with the truck was the leak. And so what I did, I'll show you real quick. I put a tarp on it just to keep the water from leaking in there. But today is in the 60s, which is a big enough window for me to put some lap stuff up there. So I got a couple things I got to do, but I'm going to take you with me up there so you can see what I'm doing. So a little windy up here. It's got a nice view, I guess. Anyways, here's the satellite stuff I was telling you about. And then I'm going to see if I can take the shroud off of this cooler. But looking at, here's that diamond plate I was telling you about, and it looks like there's no seal here. So I'm going to clean this up. And then there's some old seal there, so I'm going to clean this up and I'm going to put that lap stuff on here. But I got to see if I can take this cooler thing off. Oops. Okay, there's that one. Okay, took the shroud off. The only way I can get to this seal though is maybe take the cooler off, but God, I don't want to do that. On the inside there is brackets that squeeze it down to the roof. I don't know where it comes through at, but unfortunately I was thinking I was going to have to do that in order to lift it up enough where I can get a new bead on there. I wish I knew for certain. I still think I have a sneaky suspicion the water getting through here was just getting in there. So I may just go after this. Okay, did find some holes in a couple of spots. And yeah, so I did find some holes in a couple spots. So we're going to seal all these up and then gotta clean that. So got most of it clean. Okay, keep going. Ran that lap stuff around every seam, and just like it said, the weight of it just smooths it out. So I don't know how long it takes to dry. There is a seam in the front that I'd like to try that, but I don't know, maybe it won't run. Maybe I'll try it if I can get a bead on it. I don't think it's leaking, but we'll check it out. So while I'm standing up here on the roof, I thought I'd say, okay, I got pretty good response. Some people are out of the United States, some people are in the United States. I'm gonna make the command decision. I'm not doing super singles in the back. We're not technically doing off-roading and that type of stuff, so I shouldn't have issues with that big of rocks. And plus, the standard truck tires you can find about anywhere. Shut up. And the super single, if I cut one of those, I'll have to be towed somewhere. So we're not doing super singles, we're just gonna stick with the dualies. So crazy dogs. Okay, don't know if I'm supposed to be up there, but put a blanket to protect the glass and maybe the door, so hopefully I don't break that. God, shut up. Put some plywood up here so that way it displaces my weight, but I want to try to get that. I don't know if you're supposed to use this caulking lap stuff on vertical surfaces or not, but I'm going to try it. Of course the wind's blowing harder because I really don't like the wind. Anyways, okay, I put that stuff everywhere. I did put it on the front seam. It might sag a little bit, but it is what it is. There was an extra antenna thing base here. I took that off while I was up here. So, and I don't see any other holes. I guess I got some more, so maybe I'll just put a bead down that and then on there. So I think I'll do that and call it good for now. Well, rain came through and all that patching and stuff I did, so nothing leaked. Now I was trying to dry out this corner, and I thought maybe it was just wet, but there is a couple spots of dry rot, so I'm going to attempt to cut that corner out. And there was some spot over here, a really small spot that looks like could have leaked from up there, so I may have to check that one out, but still got some time. And yep, got to drop these wires out. And then I'm going to vacuum, I guess, and then fill up the holes, and then we'll sand. Now, one of the questions that came up was, since the floor is not too bad a shape, just keep the original wood that's in here. But we decided to go ahead and get the flooring. It's kind of like the vinyl type flooring. It's the wood flooring that snaps together, but it's waterproof, scratch resistant, guaranteed for 10 years type of stuff. And the grain it'll look nice in here. So we'll end up using that flooring to put that in there. But I do got to cut this out. So I went underneath the truck and looked, and there is like a 6-inch wide metal strip that goes down for the front of the box, and then the next bar over is over there. It must be right here with that line underneath that heater. So it's just got to be that corner there. I probably will have to cut back far enough where I can do that spread. So maybe it may be these 2 blocks. Definitely that first one. Yeah, probably the second one. So I'll just try to do those 2 squares. Now I got a piece out so I can see the exact thickness. When I measured it was like 1 inch, but I'll set the saw blade to match that depth so I'm not cutting any metal. And I'll just cut the bejesus out of it. All right, getting closer. I can see the dry rot stuff. Need to get a pick. Oh, that's got a bolt in it. Don't know if I have to, but I'm gonna go ahead and put some black primer on there. Just because, you know, I took it down to bare metal. I don't know. Wood's gonna be on top of it, but never know, right? Just want added protection. Wow, that wind blowing today. So one of the other projects is to put on this handrail, so the floor of this truck is about 4 feet. So anyways, we're gonna put this fold out handrail deal because the wife's gonna need it anyways. But the problem I'm running into, I'll show you, is this handrail that is already here is in the way, and then the way that the door thing works, that's kind of sort of in the way, but this is definitely in the way, so I have to take this off first. I was thinking about trying to go ahead and cut the rivets, but then I started thinking, well, instead of doing that, maybe I'll just cut the rod. I don't know. Might be a pain in the ass doing the rivets. I'll try to cut the rivets first. Oh, maybe. All right. Handle still usable. A little on that. So, a little paint, a little silicone. I think that'll be all right. Did I remember to tell you this is a budget vehicle? For those on budget overlander, yes, I did. Got this on a budget price as far as I'm concerned. But the inside should turn out pretty good, so that's what we're hoping for. We'll see if I can get this, handle on here. Well, that was a pain in the ass, but it's actually not too bad. The top one looks a tad loose, but it feels good. And you can just lift it up and it fits. Can't open the door unless this is open, which makes sense anyways. Yeah. So, oh, I guess it goes that way. But anyways, there it is. Got the floor all cleaned up. Pulling out these last wires. I did find a very small spot of dry rot, about the size of a dime. Scraped all that out, so I'm not cutting that floor out. I gotta get some boards for that. And then this wire is for the corner strobies. So I'm gonna make it long enough so that way, because I can't get behind that panel unless I take the whole entire wall off. It's all one piece. I ain't doing that. So one of you guys mentioned about probably shouldn't hide a lot of wires anyways if you don't have a choice. Maybe make them just in the channel, so that way if something happens, it's easier to track down where the problem is. It's a good idea. I think I'm going to do that. So on this wire, I went ahead and cut it. I'm going to lengthen it up, so that wire is going to go straight up into that channel. It'll run behind that panel that I took off. Do the same thing to that. That'll all be in the back, and that will have to be this big long one. It's going to have the regular cove channel blocking it, so we won't be able to see all that except for a little stub piece there and there. So, but I do have to make it a tad longer. So, yeah. I got to finish pulling that wire out, and I was thinking about changing these wires so they go right to the corner, which I'll probably do. And I got to backstop these holes and get the expanding foam in there. It's coming along. It is coming along. I got to get the floor done, so that way I can get the bed set up to find out how much room I'm actually going to have. So I need to have a little bit of room here, so that way she can skinny around the mattress. And it appears it might be 18 or 20 inches, probably about 20 inches here, so that's plenty enough room to walk. And it looks like it might be about 18 inches on this side, so you can walk. So we're not putting overhead cabinets here. I'll put some above the bed because you want to hit your head on it. Well, I could put some up there actually. Yeah, I could put cabinets all along here. Just the short ones. Oh, depends on where it sticks out there. But I can put some cabinets all along here for clothes or whatever. So, okay, well, that's the update. Not a big, huge update. I'm kind of doing these live. I'm not holding any of the videos back because I know some of you guys say you want to see the pictures and updates and stuff. Not a huge update. Got some stuff done. I did see that there's one leak still. So I will have to double check that roof and make sure that that doesn't drip. So anyways, hey, if you get a chance, hit that subscribe button, share the video if you know other people that want to see this build. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, make sure you leave them down below because you guys have some pretty good comments and it's really helping. So this isn't my first build, this is going to be my second build, but it's the first build of a truck this big. But the principles should be the same. So anyways, so make sure you hit the share, like, subscribe, leave your comments down below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can hit me up at on Facebook, obviously YouTube channel. Give me the like button. And yeah, if you want to send me an email, you can send me an email at 2awolftruck at gmail.com. And hopefully I can have some material and start working on this floor, and I'll put that one up. So anyways, thanks for following along. I'll see you guys next time on 2A Wolf.